What's good, y'all? It's Jay Faded. We're at the shop on a Monday. It's an empty shop on a Monday, except for my guy Christian the Barber.
Sure, every trip.
What is up, y'all? It's Jay Faded, inspiring people to become apprentices. Today we have a haircut tutorial. We're cutting the hair down, we're styling it, and we're throwing in a design on the side. This is my guy Chris. He's been my client for a long time, and I was shocked when he first told me. He's like, yo, Joel, I know this is the short hair right now, but I want to grow it out. So we did the man bun thing. You can see the length on the top, and I was just really preparing myself to cut it right here. I knew this would be a good one for the YouTube channel. I'm always hyped whenever someone says they want to do a transformation cut. I'll ask them, like, how long have you wanted to do it? Like, are you sure? As soon as they say it, I'm putting that record button and I'm bringing you guys this content. I always go backwards from the front to the back with the first cut on the top, and then I'll go ahead and cross-check my work and just make sure it's all even. And we actually ended up going even shorter than this. He really wanted that like summer cut. My man is going off to college. The day after this haircut, he took off. So he moved from one state to another. I think he went to Oregon. Right here, I took my hair clips into the hair, and this is gonna help me separate the fade from the style on top. I don't want to cut any of those hairs that are on the top. And then you'll see I have my number 4 guard on the Apprentice Masters. Going to the very top, I want to make sure I keep that same darkness. You know, his hair was pretty long, but that's a good thing. That gives us the real transition. And one thing I wasn't doing before is using my liners to create this guideline. You'll see I'm pointing there to the back of his head. That's the occipital bone. Occipital bone. And that way I get the real clean start out to the fade. I was using my clippers to do this before, and I noticed that was adding to my haircut time. So that's a hack right there. If you guys have a pair of liners that aren't super sharp, they don't need to be, adjusted and all that, zero gaps, just enough to get close to the skin so that you can see here. I pull out the Apprentice shaver, and this is gonna just get that all the way clean. To me, this is the most important part of the fade. People are always surprised when I say that, but think about the foundation that you're laying. If it's with anything in life, you want to make sure that it starts out solid. And when you have no guard on your clipper, that's when it needs to be the most detailed. So we started off with the Apprentice Fade Master, and it's all the way open. And we're going against the grain in every area when the hair grows a certain direction. And I'm going little strokes. One of the guys in the shop, Dre Day Cuts, shout out to Dre Day Cuts, he calls it baby strokes. But that allows me to only cut the hair that I need to cut. And once we throw on the guard later after this, you'll see where it doesn't need to be as tight of a fade because you have a guard on the clipper. But when you first start out, it's very important that you're very detailed and it's a smooth transition. You'll see the blend coming together. Now we got the Apprentice Master lever open, the same exact process, just with a different clipper. So we have it all the way open, and then we'll go halfway, and then we'll close it. And if a client doesn't know exactly what they want, I'll always do a consultation before the cut, especially ones like this where we're going to do a transformation, different type of fade than we usually do, and a design, everything. I'll always get a picture because like my coach, like my mentor Chuka always says, clients don't know what they want. You got to give them that feeling, and you got to attack every haircut with the mindset of mastery. A client came to Chuka and said, man, I need a lineup. So he lined his hair up, and next thing you know, he hands him the mirror, and the client says, man, you didn't cut my hair. Chuka's like, man, I gave you a lineup. So sometimes the client's gonna ask for a high fade, and they really meant a taper. They have no idea what they're talking about. Sometimes they're gonna ask for a low taper fade, and really they actually wanted it to be completely balded out. They just didn't know that was the name of a fade. Always, always, always do a consultation with your client. Really understand what they want, and then go ahead and get a picture. Do whatever you have to do, but you don't want to start a haircut not knowing what the client wants. That's a recipe for disaster. So now we threw on the number 1 guard open, and then we closed it. Then we went halfway, and this is allowing me to see the blend come together. I'm preparing the top and still keeping that darkness on the top of the fade. Now I'm going from halfway to closed, and I only have one more step, and that whole blend is going to be connected. Showing your barber a picture of the exact haircut you want has never been this easy. You know, a simple hashtag, you search up the style you want on Instagram, and then you can scroll until you find someone that looks like you, the exact style that you want, and then you show it to your barber. I feel like that communication is so key. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys usually do when you have a style you want to show to your barber, and like, do you not know how to explain it? Do you get a picture? Do you guys just look at other people's haircuts in the shop? How do you explain it with your barber? To finish this fade together, I take the wall magic clip and I start out with the half guard all the way open, and then I close it until you can really see the blurriness come together. Now I have the comb. I'm using my imagination right here to try to see where this design will go. I'm looking at the ear, I'm looking at the top of the fade, how much room do I have, and I go ahead and start a simple line design right below the arch of the hairline, and then I curve it, and I make these lines kind of thin at first, but you'll see as I go, I thicken them out. We all start a design and we're really up close and personal, and all of a sudden we look at a bird's eye view and we realize we need to tweak something. That happens to us all, so that's why it's easier to just start with the really thin design and then thicken it out. Now I have my beach spray. This is the deluxe. It goes along with the styling powder, and a lot of people ask me, like, why do you use this? Why are you using that instead of a gel? And honestly, I want to try everything this industry has to offer, because at the end of the day, the products don't make the barber. The clippers don't even make the barber. The barber makes the cut. So getting my knowledge up on styling products has become a goal of mine just recently, when I realized the opportunity that is there to help your clients in a whole new way. My whole career, I felt like I was doing tapers and lineups and fades. So this has really, I'm gonna be honest, I fell in love with hair again, like all over again. This is like a new world that's just opened up to me. Through styling hair, I get to immediately see the results. As barbers, we're blessed to just get that instant gratification all the time. And this is one of those things where, you give someone a couple different techniques and styles, and their hair is completely transformed. So this is the styling powder, and after I saturate the hair with the beach spray and I blow dry it, making sure I get some volume in there, I go in there after that with the styling powder, and that's going to help me to really get the shape that I want and the control over the hair. I use the Barber Productions hair gripper, and that pulls the hair out of the way. The Enhanced Pro Hold Spray is going to help me hold those hairs in place. It's going to get those natural oils that are already on the hair, on the skin, to help me actually cut the hair without the hair just kind of gliding over my trimmers, and it holds the hair in place. Now I'm starting my lineup, and I want to get that corner as crispy as possible. You can see right there in the middle, the hair didn't grow as much, there wasn't as much to line up. So once again, it's all your imagination. You have to think, where would this lineup be, if it was there before you create it? And that's going to help you to just do it all in one stroke instead of pushing it back on one side, trying to match the other side, pushing it back. And it comes out clean, but it's still a natural look. And this is the cut, y'all. Let me know what you think. I feel like it came out clean. Look at all the hair he had on top compared to now. We really cut it down, and I'm starting to enjoy styling hair, doing these designs. And it's just, when you combine that, all three of those things, man, it just gives you a different feel. The clients know, like, this is a rare thing. Like, not every barber can offer this. So continue to approach your haircuts with the mindset of mastery. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. I hope you liked the cut. If you did, subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and comment all your questions. It's Jay Faded, and I'm out.